A former leader in Baltimore's 18-year-long community violence intervention program is facing felony charges and awaiting a trial. Spotlight on Maryland's Gary Collins has been following the details and any connections to the city's drug trade.
A former Safe Street site supervisor for the Bel Air Edison location is now awaiting trial in Baltimore City Circuit Court, according to court records obtained by Spotlight on Maryland. David Jason Caldwell was charged in February 2025 for possession of a large amount of drugs and hit with a felony drug possession with intent to distribute charge. The statement of charges says the alleged transaction police observed was indicative of a high-level narcotics sale. Charging documents allege that Caldwell was right here in the 1800 block of North Broadway wearing a blue jacket and blue sweatpants when he was seen by police exiting his car, walking northbound before getting into another vehicle. Upon emerging from the car, police wrote that Caldwell was observed with a large brown paper bag with several vehicles trailing the area to protect the suspected drug transaction. Court records then say that detectives followed Caldwell here to the 200 block of West 29th Street, where they blocked in Caldwell's vehicle, searched it, and found a kilogram of what they suspected was cocaine. This is not the first time that the former Safe Streets worker has had a run-in with the law. Caldwell, previously tasked with keeping the peace on the streets with Safe Streets, was convicted of murder in 2010. Archive court records show that in May of 2010, Caldwell was involved with a confrontation with a man he called a rat for cooperating with law enforcement. The man was fatally stabbed and found dead here in the 2800 block of Hartford Road. The man was found dead on these doorsteps. On the other side of Clifton Park, next to the murder scene, lies the Bel Air Edison Safe Street site that Caldwell would later manage when the FBI raided it in October 2023.
Was the FBI here this morning?
Have a good day.
Caldwell's house was also part of the raid, with federal agents saying they recovered narcotics packaging material and a gun magazine with 9 live rounds. He was charged for illegal possession of ammunition by a restricted person, but charges were later dropped because the federal search warrant remained sealed at the time of trial, according to court records. Our team visited the Bel Air Edison Safe Streets location on Thursday to find their curtains closed, with the sign saying the site was open, but to call a number for assistance. We also observed less than a block away, in clear view of the Safe Streets office, a group of men making what appear to be hand-to-hand exchanges with drivers of cars who pulled up and then left. We even observed this man wearing an orange sweatshirt resembling the Safe Streets orange around his neck, making a similar hand-to-hand exchange. It's unclear if these men, including the one sporting orange, is affiliated with Safe Streets. Safe Streets policy is not to discuss his membership. LifeBridge Health, the managing organization behind the Safe Streets Bel Air Edison location, told us that Caldwell's current arrest and allegations should have no indication or implication on the good work being done at the Bel Air site and throughout all of the Safe Streets programs. LifeBridge said Caldwell is no longer with the program since January of 2024, without answering our questions on why his employment ceased.
Fellas, how y'all doing?
A look into Safe Street workers was prompted by our walk 1 week ago in Carrollton Ridge, one of Baltimore's toughest neighborhoods. 2 men by the street names of Dirty Harry and Cartier Glock Boy have had a front row seat to drug dealing. They were asked about violence interrupters' roles in drug trafficking. So, as somebody who's been in the game, knows it well, I mean, what's your opinion about these group violence interrupters and some of this other, diversion activists that you heard, I've heard, who's out here in the streets?
Oh, you're talking about like the Safe Streets and the No Shoe Zone.
That's right.
And what Black Lives Matter and all that.
That's right.
Yeah, where the is they at? Where are they? They ain't out here doing anything.
We asked LifeBridge Health what role Safe Streets plays in combating the illegal drug market throughout Baltimore. The organization's spokesperson directed us to the Mayor's Office of Community Safety and Engagement's website, saying Safe Streets focuses on community outreach, public education, conflict mediation, and violence interruption within a specific geographic area. When asked if Safe Streets is involved in mediation or interruption of apparent drug trafficking activity within its catchment zones, LifeBridge spokesperson stopped responding to our emails. We will continue to dig into Baltimore's open-air drug trade, Safe Streets, violence interruption, and bring you updates. I'm Gary Collins in Baltimore City with Spotlight on Maryland.
LifeBridge Health declined Spotlight on Maryland's interview request for this story. The director of the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement did not respond to questions about Caldwell and illegal drugs.